All right, so it's the Carton Show. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. That looks like a handsomer Ben Franklin is what that looks like.
You look great with a skullet.
Thank you. I may have to start growing my hair out.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
I'll be like the Princess of Munda, put me right on my own money. All right, so keeping it a buck, right? I'm going to make a statement. You guys can do it, whatever you got to do to try to punch holes in it, okay?
Keeping it 100 or keeping it a buck?
Say it again?
Keeping it 100 or keeping it a buck?
I guess for the sake of the graphic, I should say keeping it 100.
100 shows.
Okay. Yeah, it's our 100th show. Where I come from, it's keeping it a buck. But listen, each neighborhood has its own way of saying it. It's all good.
Streets.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, varsity, here we go. All right, statement number one. The NBA All-90s team featuring Gary Payton,
GP,
Michael Jordan,
MJ,
Charles Barkley,
GB,
Karl Malone, and Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon would be today's All-Star team of Luka, LeBron, Durant, Giannis, and the Joker. Keeping it 100.
Well, I
go with the All-90s team.
I'm keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? And I will never go against MJ in my life.
I'm with you on
So whatever roster MJ on, I don't care if my son on it, I'm on it with MJ. We gonna win that thing.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm old school at heart. I'm taking the '90s team because MJ is on that thing. Hakeem the Dream is finna punish anybody that guards him down there on that block. I'm riding with the '90s team all day, every day, and that's keeping it 100.
I'm with you. Cody, you want to jump on that?
Just one little issue. How come you didn't put Kyrie on the active team? Because you said on this show that Kyrie is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, point guard of all time.
You said that?
I said he's a top 25 player in the history of the NBA.
Yes, and
he's one of the most dynamic guards I've ever seen play.
I agree.
And if you can divorce yourself from the off-the-court stuff that is objectionable to some people, some of it, pick your poison on it, and you view Kyrie Irving as a basketball player only, he is a top 25 player in the history of the league and easily one of the greatest guards to ever play basketball at any level.
You might be all right.
See that? It took Kyrie Irving to bring us together.
You did it. We got
that. Man. No, I mean it too. Like, if I did a Mount Rushmore of guards, I will say specifically point guards, although he shoots well too, it'd be hard not to have him on that list. And that goes back to the Big O included.
Whoever.
He is that good at any level of any era. But he's not on this squad only because we picked a different team.
Makes sense.
That's not a knock on him at all. It's Luka, LeBron, KD, Giannis, and the Joker, and they would lose.
Yes, they will lose to Mike and Hakeem.
Yes. Now, that's the 7. Do I throw him a bone and give him a game? Okay, yeah, sure. But 4-1, the All-90s team drops the hammer like it's hot, right?
Easy.
So glad they avoided the sweep.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm going to give it.
Oh, you will.
They barely going to do that, too. It's going to be an overtime.
Jordan takes the night off. That's how they win. All right, number 2, keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
One final drive to win a game. Current quarterbacks in the NFL. The number one guy you would choose to win a game, let's just say down 6, 2 minutes to go, Tom Brady.
I don't know.
Tom Brady. That's still the go-to guy. One drive, got to win a game, Tom Brady.
Right now?
Right now, today.
No. Patrick Mahomes is the name. The end.
I knew you'd go there. That's an easy answer.
It's the answer.
Tom Brady.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. Listen, we can go back and forth.
You're asking me to pick a guy.
I'll just set it up. Today, you got to be in the league this past year. All right? Down 6, 2 minutes to go. No timeouts this past season. So it's got to be a guy that just played. All right? Who's the one guy you picked to lead a drive to win a game?
Well, it's tough you asking me after JoJo Burrow just
two picks.
But the guy who's going to be out here, Derek Carr, playing for the Jets, is going to be your quarterback. Since he stepped into the National Football League, he has the most fourth quarter comebacks. As a quarterback,
We're going to fact check that, but
You're saying this past season.
Right now. The game is today. The game is today. I don't care if it's a sandlot, a turf field, or the Coliseum. Who's your current quarterback? Down 6, no timeouts, on your own 20 to lead a drive. It's obviously Tom Brady.
Off of this past season. No, I'm trying to clarify that for you because you keep saying Tom
Brady is the guy.
Who
had
a losing record this year.
Tom Brady. So I'm
trying to make sure you're not saying of all time. You're saying this season.
You have to have played this past season. The game is tomorrow.
Okay, and you're saying Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
And what's this segment called?
Keeping it 100.
I don't know if that's keeping it a buck right there, bro. But I am taking. I mean, you got to take Patty. I'm taking Patty. What just happened? I mean, Patty going down there on a bum ankle, getting his team in field goal range. You're saying off this past season.
Yes, I am.
You're saying Tom.
I mean, it's a good thing Patty Mahomes got hit out of bounds.
And we won.
We got it.
And that's keeping it 100.
Did you say it's a good thing you got hit out of bounds?
By the way, if Mahomes doesn't get hit out of bounds, that game goes to overtime, and Joe Burrow probably becomes the guy.
Hey, if it was a fifth, I'll take it.
All right, number 3, keeping it 100. You kind of just intimated where I'm going, so I know you're going to agree with me. The next starting quarterback for the New York Jet franchise is going to be Derek Carr. I've given this a lot of thought. Yes. The Raiders are going to cut him on February 15th because if they don't, they're committed to this year's salary coming up and $7.5 million of next year's salary, making it harder to trade him because now he's got a $40 million price tag on him. They cut him, which they have to do by February 15th, the Wednesday after the Super Bowl, and now he's an unrestricted free agent. Now you don't have to give up draft picks. There'd be compensation, but you're not giving up first-round picks and all that. So Derek Carr gets cut between now and February 15th, and the New York Jets lay out the green carpet and say, you're our guy. That's how I see it.
And that's keeping it 100, finally.
Yes. Yes.
On your own show, you kept it 100.
I kept it 100. Listen, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo, obviously these are guys that if I'm the Jets, I got to kick the tires on all of them because I got to find the right quarterback. But if it comes down to giving up multiple first-round draft picks, Aaron Rodgers, or acquiring a top-level, top 10 quarterback and giving up nothing, the answer to me is easy.
No question.
And Derek Carr's 31. Derek Carr has had, 6 4,000-plus yard seasons. Would have had another one if he played the last 2 games this year. And he's got a great young wide receiving core to work with.
I mean, and it's all about what you're trying to do, New York Jets, right? Are you trying to go out here and make a splash and get to the playoffs one year and possibly get to the big game with Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady? Because we know both these guys don't want to play for 5-6 more years.
Right.
Or do you want to go get your quarterback and have a guy that you could put under center for the next 6-7 years and build around this guy and have a chance to compete every single year? And I'm taking Derek Carr.
Here's the other thing on Derek Carr, because I'm a big Lamar Jackson guy. And as much as I know it would take draft picks to get him, because they will sign and trade him or they'll franchise him in Baltimore, I would just say one thing when you compare Lamar Jackson, obviously has a different skill set, and is younger than Derek Carr. Derek Carr never misses games.
No.
Derek Carr doesn't get hurt. Derek Carr has essentially played 15 or more games every year of his career. Lamar Jackson doesn't do that. He gets hurt. So another reason to throw that money, and it'd be big money, but you throw it towards Derek Carr, because kind of like Eli Manning with the Giants all those years, you know for a fact my guy's showing up to play.
You got to spend big money if you want to win football games, and it's about that time for the Jets. And you know, it's not even like you're guessing. You're not in the draft. You're not guessing. Hopefully this guy will be good. You know that Derek Carr can spin this ball. Go give him the money. Put him on your roster, a really good roster, and you will be in the playoff next year with a chance to get to the dance. And that's all you can ask.
All right, I got one more for you before we wrap up, keeping it 100. LeBron James in the next 2 weeks is going to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. But he will never be thought of as the greatest player to ever play. Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100. I'm right with you. I will argue with anybody in the barbershop. I know you don't go to the barbershop, but I will argue.
He ain't lying.
He's right. I will argue
I go there just to hang out.
In the barbershop.
He goes there and talk about LeBron.
All day long. I don't care what LeBron accomplishes.
Yep.
I seen MJ with
in
my
person.
own 2 eyes.
Yep.
And there will never be a basketball player greater than Michael Jordan, in my opinion. And you can argue with me with that all the way to my grave, but LeBron will never be greater than MJ. I don't care nothing about no stats. I don't care nothing about nothing. I've seen both these dudes play with my own two eyes, and he ain't close to him.
Yeah, now he did not play last night against Brooklyn. He's supposed to play tonight against the Knicks. He's 120 points or so shy of Kareem's record, so he will knock that out here in the next 4 games or so. And it'll be a great achievement. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he will never be thought of as the greatest player of all time because our guy Michael Jordan will always have that over him. Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.